When I heard him speak up there that they don't have PPEs and they don't have the basic tools of their trade, don't blame the sheriff's office because there is enough money.
Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley responds to this comment from Flagler County Fire Rescue Union leader Jason Powell at a recent county commission meeting.
But you need to stop giving in to the sheriff when it comes to his wants and needs for more money. Daily, as firefighters, we live and work at our fire stations that are less than adequate. We have deferred our equipment for so long we still use from the 1990s. We were in desperate need of fire engines. We need at least 2 more engines and about 4 ambulances. We are lacking the very basic tools to do our job, adequate PPE or personal protective equipment. With such a shortage of staff, many have to work mandatory overtime. If they run a fire call and have to clean their equipment, it is wet for the next shift.
Staley agrees.
What he said was accurate for their facilities and their equipment. Who sets their budget is the county administrator. The fire chief should be fighting or arguing with the county administrator, and the county commissioners ultimately fund it. So everybody wants to say public safety is number one. Go look at the budget.
And it's not a case of us versus them.
I totally support the firefighters, and they brought up, from what I could tell, very valid points. I'm not in that day, roll to roll, day to day. But if public safety is truly the priority, then do we need a library, a new library? Do we need this other stuff that's being done that may be pet projects of other people that make these decisions? They need to take care of their firefighters.
Staley and the commission have been discussing a budget gap of between $700,000 and $1.3 million. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. Getting around Bunnell Elementary School gets easier beginning today.
There is a new traffic pattern around Bunnell Elementary School during school drop-off and pickup times. Bunnell Police Chief David Brannon.
What we've developed is a plan. The VPK students will be dropped off and picked up off of Howe Street instead of Magnolia. What we'd like to do is ask the parents and other folks who may be delivering students to the school in the VPK program to, instead of using Magnolia, to enter off of East Howe Street, and there will be school staff and a police officer there to assist and direct traffic in that regard.
Following the start of school, the Bunnell Police Department received complaints related to traffic safety during drop-off in the morning. Some drivers were driving in the wrong direction on local streets, speeding, running stop signs, and even disregarding parents who walk their kids to school. School leadership reported they were experiencing more car drop-offs than ever, which created longer wait times than in previous years. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
Flagler County District 2 Commissioner Greg Hansen was the only one of 4 incumbents to win re-election in last month's primary. He says running for another term was a bit different than his first campaign.
4 years ago, I was a relative unknown, and this time I'm not. And what really made me feel good was the hundreds of people that said, we want to help you. And I didn't have that last time. So this time it was really remarkable how many people said, we'll help you, anything we can do. So that really made me feel good.
The commission is getting work done for his constituents.
Getting water to the Willowwood subdivision is huge. They don't have any water, so we're fixing that, and we're going to break ground on that project within the next 30 days or so. And then the Marineland Acres drainage program, which we should wrap up within the next 10 or 11 months, will keep homes over there from flooding. And additionally, we're adding pickleball courts to Malacompra, which has been just overused. They can't, there's a wait. So many people want to play. So we're fixing that. We've already broken ground on that project.
Hansen thanked voters for having the faith and the confidence in him to continue representing them. I'm Rich Petchke.
Flagler County Fire Rescue recognizes Lieutenant Clay Merritt for his 30th year as a certified paramedic. Here's Fire Chief Michael Tucker.
He's been with us for 17 years inside the department, but obviously he's been practicing as a paramedic for 30 years. And, in that 30 years, he's one of those individuals that's seen the entire career field, evolved from having to get doctor's orders for everything on scene to now we've got a lot of advanced care and things that we're doing. So he's been one of the stable individuals in the organization. He's just really been a leader for us.
Lieutenant Merritt is a great asset.
We are a relatively young organization. We've hired a lot of people that are new to the career, and so to have somebody like Lieutenant Merritt around who can sort of guide and direct and be that stable factor, just giving people a lot of good direction. So he's been valuable to us as far as being a mentor to the younger firefighters.
Lieutenant Merritt is a member of the Wildlife Mitigation Team and Technical Rescue Team. September is Hurricane Preparedness Month, and while it comes a few months after hurricane season starts, it is a time to take action. Flagler County Emergency Management Director Jonathan Lord.
The plan is really understanding your risks and what you're going to do if that risk comes to fruition.
Lord said on a recent episode of Flagler Health Matters that planning for a risk comes first.
The first part about planning is understanding what are the risks in your community. Part two is then understanding what you will do. Have a plan in place of what you will do if one of those risks or disasters happens.
Lord said that you need to be prepared for any situation, including making plans for a safe place to stay outside of the disaster area. He also said that you need to make sure family and those close to you are also prepared. To get a guide to help you make a plan, go to flaglercounty.gov. Flagler Health Matters is on the radio on Saturday mornings at 11:30 or anytime on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, building your disaster kit. And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.